Following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
And here we are online, this group of fine folks looking to continue our adventure and Adventures from the Shed online. We are continuing Eli's World of Darkness adventure in Capano Nuevo. Randy plays the air drums to get us going. I am Joe. I am playing Jonesy, the surfer dude kind of dude that I'm thinking I'm going to bring out at least one crystal tonight, and I'm trying to think of the color, so we'll see where that goes. I'll pass it over to Z-Man.
Yeah, I'm Zeb. I'm playing Crawford Bartlett. You know him, you love him, and he loves soup.
That right there is a bumper sticker. I like that.
On to Randy.
Hi guys, it's Randy, and I play the slightly less lovable Gusik, and yeah, we're gonna get crazy again. So let's kick it to Eli. And how's this going to go, bro?
So, bro, things are gonna go great, bro. Hi, bros. My name's Eli. I'm the storyteller for tonight's session. We are coming up near the end of our investigation here, but to understand why, we'll need a quick recap. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his Joe.
Oh my. Look, I was just typing a little banner for the bottom. You know him, you love him, and he loves soup. So last time on Adventures from the Shed, we had clues. First off, we were hanging out with Barry and Tina and Teenager. I think those were the notes I had. Barry, Tina, and Teenager. Teenager's an odd name,
No
but
last
I
name.
assume. Yeah, exactly. Barry was asking for our help in getting Sebastian Fernandez delivered to Barry, which to me, means Barry's not going to be too nice to the guy. But I don't know that we really care. Sebastian's holding Victor hostage, as far as we know. We got these manila envelopes from Barry, had some information, some clues for us to follow. And I think we also assaulted a library.
We did.
And after that, so maybe someone can provide more detail there, because I kind of just hung outside. Jonesy hung outside and just let stuff happen. But after that, we then went to Youth Street, and Jonesy was in the middle of getting some odd coffee order done before we wrapped up the episode. Who can give more detail on the library?
So we couldn't break into the library. It was really hard. We all failed miserably at it until U6 shot the door with a gun.
Hey,
and
you tried to just pistol whip it first.
yeah, but then that only just broke the door lock, and then there was a chain holding the door together.
That door was coming right at him.
Oh, yeah.
So he blasted it, and Crawford ran in there, was looking for the books, but he couldn't find the most important one, and he found out that it had been checked out by somebody with some initials that sort of lined up to this Sebastian character. And he found that in the library's computer, and then broke into the librarian's office and stole a bunch of files, trying to figure out if we could figure out who this person was. And then we got out of there. Yusik also came inside, and he disabled the alarm magnificently.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty smoothly, and then set it before we took off out of there.
Yep. And if I remember right, we didn't find anything of value in the folders that I found, other than that this Sebastian character seems to have friends in high places, including the library.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you consider the library a high place, it's a single-story building.
It was in much better shape when we got there, though. We didn't, unlike what we learned in kindergarten, we did not leave things where we found them.
No.
We definitely busted the place up a little.
You straight up stole 3 books. 2 that might be plot relevant and 1 about soup.
I thought that would have been one of the two that was plot
that
relevant.
is plot relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Soups of the
character relevant.
world.
Soups of the world. It clearly tells you the difference between chowders and soups and stews.
curry.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Someone said something about curry the other day. I can't wait to get my hands on some of that curry soup.
Nice.
Drink it through a straw.
So is anything relevant that we missed, Eli?
Yeah.
Some minor information that will come up later, as you're probably going to need to reference it. So we will burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yay, burning bridges.
You did go to Youth Street to try and scope out what the situation was there. You did see the enigmatic security guard that Barry mentioned. He's still there in the bank's entryway, staring menacingly.
Didn't he believe he was born with that disease? Enigmatic.
Anyways.
Yes, enigmatic. Yeah. I don't know.
You went to a coffee shop to take a closer look at the books that you've requisitioned, as well as the paper files that you've stolen.
The books were forcibly checked out. That's what it was.
No, nothing was checked out because nothing is in the system.
Yeah.
We
And y'all don't
looked at
have
it,
library
we
cards.
checked
I
it
gave
out,
the option to get a library card, and you did not. Anyway.
The thing is, the wizard never said, "Would you like to check out the books?"
Yeah, he just told me about the books.
Yeah.
And who checked them
The
out.
librarian is the one that's supposed to check out the books. The wizard's just there to help you do your
The
thing.
librarian. He's the librarian's assistant. The wizard's assistant.
Anyways, you went to
yeah.
a coffee shop on Youth Street. Jonesy went inside to put in an order of a cup of joe, a scalding hot cup of water,
With a straw.
and whatever the hell an Americano is.
A regular coffee, man.
It's really just water and a shot of espresso if we all wanted
Pretty
to educate
much.
ourselves.
It's
but
just
yeah.
coffee, yeah.
I did not want to be educated, Zeb. How dare you? The episode ended with Zeb's phone ringing. And in that reality, it was the end of the episode calling. In this reality, it's an unlisted number. But in your line of work, you know that it's best to answer when unlisted calls.
Ring, ring. Hello.
We've noticed your car's warranty is about to expire.
Fuck.
Would you like that?
Crawford, who's that?
I don't know yet. They haven't said anything.
It's
Damn
iced
it.
tea from Car Shield.
Agent Crawford?
Sir.
Sorry, Eli.
This is Jeremy Brims with Security Team Fort. We are on
Hi.
our way.
We did-
ETA 20 minutes. You're going to
we're-
meet us at 24th Street at a broken down warehouse. From there, we're going to get any information you have on this security breach, and you will be
Seriously.
dismissed. Do not be late.
What's going on?
We'll be dismissed.
And he
Okay.
hangs up.
Yeah, I hang up.
Dude seems very dismissive.
Okay, we're going to
That's-
24th Street.
That sounded official. What's going on?
That's look. While you were gone, I called for backup. That's the backup.
All right. So, okay.
All right. Now,
So, how?
I think to
where are we
myself, I'm
going?
like that went over way better than I thought it was going to.
Then again, you're not talking to Isaac.
It's
Yeah.
it's not like
Um,
calling them is like some super big deal. I mean, this is our first mission, so like Isaac, you sick, and we all sick would have no idea what's normal to go and do at this point. So,
True.
Yeah.
True.
and he trusts Crawford.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's his
where's Jo-
problem.
Where's Jonesy?
Just
back in the car
arriving.
yet?
Yeah, we'd be arriving at the car with the coffee, I would say, while you're on the phone.
Come in with an Americana, a cup of Joe, and
Yeah.
Hot water.
Cup of
Get hot
Joe.
water.
so where are we going?
Dude, your
How about
water
you-
and your
yeah.
straw, man.
And I put 3 bouillon cubes in it, even though I know it's just like a small cup. But I want this to be like a really
Syrupy.
potent soup.
Strong.
Yeah, it's got to be potent because I
Thick.
know that I'm about to get stressed out.
You're put basil in there too.
I turn the car on and I start heading in. I'm like, we're going to 24th Street to meet with our backup.
We have backup, man.
Apparently, he called for backup.
Oh, that's cool.
I called for backup.
that.
Look, we've
Hey,
been
look.
attacked by a floating statue in the netherworld.
No,
more
we
than
sort of
once
know
at
what
this
we were
point.
going towards, so I understand. It's a good it's a good idea.
All right, then away we go.
And away you go.
Maybe I'll get to shoot somebody.
You make your way to 24th Street. It's on the north side of town, towards not where the motel is at. It's several streets over, but it is in a similar state to the motel. You see a few houses, a couple of broken down warehouses, a building that looks like it used to be some sort of minor factory. Maybe it was a machine shop. Standing outside of this broken down machine shop is
shoot my
a man dressed in casual clothes, leaning against the building, just kind of looking around for, just anything catches his eye. And as you pull up, he stares down Zep or Crawford.
And I just stare back at him.
You're not staring at the road? Oh, wow. Well, in that case, you need to roll. I'm just kidding. No.
Sorry.
With no other evidence of who you're supposed to meet, you figure it's best to just pull into the machine shop here.
Has it been 20 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
It's taken like 10, 15 minutes to get over here.
Yeah.
As you step out of the vehicle, do you approach or do you wait 5 minutes?
I roll my window down and I look at my wrists like I'm pretending to check a watch that I don't have.
The guy standing there, kind of he's a little ways from the vehicle. He walks over. Once he gets about 10 feet from the car, he casually sets one hand on his hip, and even though it's already dark, the sun is down already. It's street lights. You can tell that he's resting his hand on his weapon. And who would you be?
Crawford.
I think you think we all think.
He looks down and checks an actual watch. You're early. All right.
So
You
what?
want to be dismissed?
Brims is very passionate about punctuality.
Well, I
No.
got here early, so no demerits on this one.
That's between you and Brims. I get it, man, but
Whatever, I'll talk to him. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine. Here to help us.
and he guides you all into the building. You notice he has some trouble with the door. It seems to be a bit sticky. After a few seconds, he does manage to get it open. He curses under his breath at the door.
Put your
Or
shoulder
gesturing
into
for you
it,
all to
man.
enter it. It's a pull door, damn it. After ushering you all in, he closes the door behind you. Inside, you see several broken down machines just kind of pushed up against the walls. In the center of the room, there is a stack of old cardboard boxes, some milk crates, and a very worn office chair, which a man in full combat gear is sitting in. Everyone around him is dressed mostly casual. You can tell that they're wearing vests under their shirts. And well, they are holding automatic rifles. But other than that, they look like, anybody else you could see in Capana Nuevo.
All right, so
Just
we're talking business
noticeably
casual.
taller and paler.
Yeah, are we talking business casual? Are we talking like they're like wearing like Jonesy
Warfare
Hawaiian
casual.
shirts? Yeah.
Urban warfare casual, yes.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. All right.
You would call them a guerrilla group.
So they have slacks and boots on.
Everyone's got cargo pants. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, cargo pants and bulletproof vests.
you see how people like dress up for milsim events?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that if they didn't care.
Okay. All right.
So more like paintball, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Paintball.
They're all wearing hoodies.
In the middle of summer.
Yeah.
When you get up to him, you see that Brims himself is playing solitaire with a set of playing cards just on one of the boxes. He looks up at you. He says, "You're early." God
Sorry.
damn it.
Point at the guy who let us in and call it his fault.
I mean, we could have waited, but that's like that guy gets said to come straight in. You can keep playing your game. I don't care.
Real pushy.
Nope. It's all business now. Let's get this over with. All right. So, give me a rundown. What have you come up against so far? Where did the leak start?
All right, dude, there's fucking whacked out shadow demon people in this town. There's a statue that like is trying to hug you to death.
Oh, wow.
There's also like the zone, and like you just disappear, you just apparate into this like other place, and like and then there's like all these like gangsters and stuff, and there's people that are like way stronger than they should be, and like Jonesy gets like this itch on his neck every time something's about to happen. It sucks. This place fucking sucks.
I just kind of nod the whole time Crawford's talking. Just a slow nod. Yeah.
And his southern draw disappeared completely for that entire round. Like he just
Nice.
yeah.
He's
scared.
As Crawford is coming to the end of his rant, Brims kind of like looks over to one of his squad mates and just says, "Man, these research types never fail to crack me up." All right. Were you able to get any paper documents, any video evidence, texts, anything that could help us with getting you the hell out?
We found multiple devices with information, and we do have some paperwork in these folders of various locations and maps and stuff.
Yep. And we have a lead on Victor Cruz. We believe that he's imprisoned by a man named Sebastian Fernandez, who seems to have done everything to cover his tracks of where we might be able to find him.
Or he's dead in a dumpster behind a motel. We really don't know.
Right? That was Victor the whole time.
Yeah. He showed up on a motorcycle and he was like,
Hey guys, blam, blam, blam.
And then Nika shot him.
He said no comprende, and then he died.
Yeah. Well done, man. I would definitely volunteer the Fitbit and the PDA. And I don't know. I think I'd be reluctant with the manila folders to start. Because he didn't let us take that.
Yeah,
Barry kept everything.
Oh, that's right.
But I didn't know how much I would reveal because Jonesy's still nervous about Barry because Barry's a freak.
Yeah,
Well,
Barry's
that's fair.
definitely a freak.
Yeah.
Then you did find papers inside the storage unit, though, so we could mention those.
Yep. There was the old photos, sketch of the woodland scene. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Usually, if we knew we wouldn't
that,
have those specifically, then he would actually mention the papers instead of the folders.
We present everything that we have in our position.
Okay.
Jonesy would take them out of his, hippie messenger bag kind of thing. Yeah.
His fanny pack.
Check these out, man. I thought fanny pack at first, but I think it would fit better as like a hippie messenger bag, and not a big one either. Just one of those shoulder things.
Like it's made out of
pretty
hemp.
much a fanny pack that you wear over your shoulder, I guess. Essentially.
But shortly after you begin explaining everything that you know, Brims stops you and he asks, "So to be clear, you're not in active danger. Nothing's followed you here. Nobody's was gunning you down in the car."
There's the gang looking for us, we believe, of some sort. So
I mean, a real threat.
And I immediately take an orange crystal out of my pouch and I hold it up and I spin it. And I realize it has a number 47 on it. And I don't know why. I don't think anything followed us, man.
unless that statue thing is like following us with its appearance in that zone or whatever, I don't think so.
I would say I don't think anything followed us here, but we've identified several hot spots of this activity, one being the storage unit, one being the church, and one being the Barry's house. And I guess we do have reason to believe, well, Isaac saw it, or Isaac saw it. So I'll leave that up to him to describe.
The statue?
Of Barry.
Oh, Barry. That was the guy with the hammer, right? Yeah.
Rune sword.
Baseball.
Yeah, I was in the process of thinking about what I was gonna like try to whisper to Jonesy real quick. So I missed what you were saying there as I was gathering my thoughts. Yeah. So we were leaning against this door, and I like fell into this weird, like it was like I was in the garage, but it was like shadowy and mystical. And then I saw these figures inside there that looked kind of monsters in a way, kind of demonic. And one of them was holding a sword, and I could only assume that's a baseball bat of Barry. It was freaky. And then when I asked him about if he's ever seen any ruined swords before, later on, he seemed very dodgy about the question. So I feel there's something internally wrong with people around here, like demonic in a way.
I would also say eternally wrong, not just internally. Yes.
Yes, internally and eternally.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to know that a full security team wasn't actually needed.
Well, here's the thing. We need to figure out where Sebastian Fernandez is, and we have reason to believe that he's going to be heavily guarded. And I don't know about you, but assaulting a compound with 3 research admins, one of which is duty bound by crystals to be very chill.
Wait, are you here to help us, or is this an extraction team?
We were told that Research Team 12 needed extraction from their current mission because the area of operation got too hot for them to handle.
Sounds like us.
I don't remember saying all that. I'm just saying.
Crawford, what code did you say?
I looked down at the ground.
What code did you say?
I don't remember.
We were also told that there was the possibility of a data breach. So we were sent here to put down whatever the hell that data breach was. Your mission was to find Victor Cruz and confirm his death. Have you done that?
Dead. He's not dead, man.
Confirm that he's being held.
You can confirm that he's being held, so that he is still alive.
Yes.
100% confirm. Someone told us that. Yeah.
There it is.
But they're trying to get information, so there's a reason why.
I don't remember. Was there an actual data breach?
All you know
was that something that happened?
Ricky was saying that this guy that his boss got started fucking squealing because Sebastian has a good way of getting people to talk.
Right. That's what it was. That's what it was.
If he is still alive, there's a possibility of him leaking way more than he should.
Now, he can't leak how many steps he got on his Fitbit because I have that.
You know what rank he is, right?
So what I understand here is that you have failed in your mission, and in the failing of your mission, you have stirred up the pot. So now we have to go and clean up the mess.
Sounds like us.
Hey,
I mean, that's like your job, isn't
it? This dude clearly listened to the first 10 episodes.
Jonesy, real quick.
Yeah, man.
What are these guys' aura like? I'm just curious.
These dudes? Oh,
yeah,
man.
all of these guys.
All right. Well, do I feel anything from these dudes, man?
I asked the great ether Eli.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Your unseen sense hasn't given anything that it doesn't normally. Just being in town has kind of given you something the entire time you've been here, but it's since you've been here for almost 2 weeks, you kind of just filtered that background noise out. These guys, they don't give you anything like that.
Nah, man, they're square, dude.
Oh, so you're just a regular douchebag. Okay.
Yeah, man, 100%.
All right. So we're just full of douches and crazy people in this organization.
Oh yeah, didn't you get the memo? They look for that. They look for that. The hiring recruiters.
If not, you get dismissed.
Regardless, lay out any paperwork that you have. We'll get pictures, send it to HQ. We'll get voice recordings of your own testimonies.
No.
We'll get that sent back. Once everything that you have to offer of use to us is settled, I'll have 2 of my men take you to the airport. You can go back home.
No. What of Victor Cruz? Are you going to go after him?
Well, yeah. If he's leaking data, then he needs to stop. That's what we do.
So you're not going to just be able to walk up to the gangs and get them to trust you. You're going to need us to just go and take care of this. And we can tell you where he's being held.
You can tell us where he's being held. Awesome. Where?
Like I said, we're in the process of finishing gathering data to find out where he's at. So if you give us just a little bit more time, since Crawford jumped the gun with the wrong code, we'd like to go and continue our mission. Sir.
And Crawford's just standing like in between both of them, just like not moving his head, but like looking left and right.
You're not really like a sir kind of military-ish. Do we do that here?
I do outrank you.
Then sir.
Dude's so totally rank, man.
He thinks about it for a moment, weighs his options. He looks over some of the evidence that you have.
Yes, but you guys say that in quotes.
Yeah. I heard the quotes
there with like notches scratched in it and each has been used.
Finally, he speaks up and he tells you, you know, you've found a lot of shit that you weren't supposed to.
Oops.
This makes our job harder, but you are living up to the mission statement of the organization. I'll put the call into HQ, see if we can't keep you around. But standard procedure says I send you home and do this the hard way. Give me a few minutes.
I appreciate that. Sir.
And as soon as he turns away, I look at Crawford. I'm like, were we doing things the easy way, dude? I sure didn't feel like it.
Man, I don't fucking know, man.
Randy, I want to give you something here. And it's something we haven't brought up a whole lot.
Okay.
I want to give you all of your willpower back for playing to your virtue of hope.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
I think that by fighting the power here to, first of all, stay on the mission, but also to try and get Victor back alive, since that was a point that you were stressing.
Yeah.
You're holding out the hope that you can still be useful and that you can see this through to the end. So,
awesome. Right.
Gain back all your willpower. And
see, I also have hope as a virtue, but because my vice is sloth, I'm too lazy to be hopeful.
it does hit Jonesy pretty hard to have that vice, but it does mean that you should theoretically consistently gain your willpower more often.
Like, hey man, like let us do this more, man.
Congratulations, Usyk, your first mask
returned.
has finally regained the spiritual presence to come back to this realm.
Isaac!
He just has like a Super Saiyan moment.
Yeah!
Nothing changes. He's just got this aura now.
The glasses turn gold.
Nice.
Gold rimmed glasses.
Yeah. with like blue sky blue.
Hold on, he
Blue
wears
tan.
glasses?
Yeah.
So has the guy left to go make the phone call?
Brims has left to make the phone call.
Okay.
His squad members are still here. They are still getting all the evidence that they need.
I start asking them for cigarettes.
Most of them are just like, nah, I don't take any of that when we're on call. Like when we're
As
on a
each
mission. One dude just kind of like as you're going down the line asking them, he just kind of starts shifting around, adjusting his collar, checking the bullets in his magazine, and when you finally get to him, he's like, "What? No, it's I mean, yeah, I could spare a cigarette or something." And he
What brand?
What brand?
You want to smoke or not?
I also want to know what brand it is.
It's the brand.
I'm gonna smoke it regardless.
It's the brand Single Dragon Toss.
He opens up the one of the Velcro pockets in his cargo pants, and you see no less than 4 packs of cigarettes stacked neatly in there inside of like a protective tin that he
Jesus.
uncaps, pulls a pack out, offers you a cigarette. It's
Bulletproof.
Sir,
Dromedary brand.
you have almost as big as a
Dromedary.
problem with cigarettes as Crawford does. Almost.
Like,
Look.
damn, I wish you had some Marlboros.
Don't fucking judge me, you nerd. He says, pulling a cigarette.
Take me to flavor country.
They are soup flavored. Yeah.
Oh, no way. You're a soup man too?
Dude, soup. And I
Good
show him
luck
my
with that
soup. I'm like,
lung
dude, check
cancer.
this out. And I'm like, look, so like, if you're ever like hankering, just get some bouillon cubes and some hot water from a coffee shop.
Hey, this dude's got a whole bandolier of Lipton cup of soups, man.
What? I go straight over that guy.
It's a utility belt, not a bandolier.
I
yeah,
just
sorry.
got a little spray bottle to extra spray on clothes if you think he's ironing it too fast.
That's
It's
awesome.
All right.
If Crawford ever came across ramen noodles, he'd let them stew, and then he would drain the noodles out and then just drink the water.
You disgust me. Anyway.
All liquid diet. That's how I stay so
Oh.
thin.
And the cigarettes.
There's that too.
It's the kind of guy that would eat one of those Jello cups with fruit in it and then spit the fruit back out.
Okay.
What is that? A strawberry? Ugh.
Ugh.
I need my horse gelatin.
So Brims comes back into the room
Yeah, he would come back, sure.
and he looks a little frustrated. He tells you HQ has said that there's a change of plans.
Sir?
First of all, you've got your help. We're to assist you in any way that we can. And he gives a half smile, half grimace.
I'm sorry, thank you.
Dude, if you're going to help us in any way, can you get like Eli to tell us what to do next?
Like, where's the boss is, dude?
He's got to be around here somewhere. I just
It's a giant iron. Run!
Sorry, Eli.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I spoil the ending?
There were some rails that we technically went straight off of.
That's fine. We're to assist you in any way that we can.
Mm-hmm.
We are also authorized to cooperate with any contacts that you've made in the city.
We don't make contact lenses. No, just kidding.
We've got this jazz musician you can talk to.
yeah.
We are effectively your
Oh, shoot.
research assistants.
I forgot about the biker's phone. And I pulled the biker's phone out and handed it to him, too. And I explained the motorcycle situation and how, like, I don't know all the names on the phones or anything. It's just that guy from that gang. If that could be useful to them whatsoever. Forgot about that.
By the way,
Want
if
this? And he
if
passes
you dudes do cleanup, there's
he
a
tosses
dumpster
the
that
phone
needs some cleaning.
to one of the squad members, go to the hotel, go to the motel that we're staying at, see if that body's still there. If it is, take care of it. And translate that on the way.
Can I
Sir.
have a bike? Oh, sorry.
And Fuentes leaves.
Fuentes. We didn't kill anyone else, did we, dudes?
No.
You killed him?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't
No,
witness
no, no,
anyone
no.
else die, did we,
Yeah, we
dudes?
No,
failed
we
to
we
save.
just yeah, we just watched him die. And
Oh,
then threw
right.
him in
That's
the
so much
dumpster.
better.
I tried to save him. It was too late. I didn't have any utensils or anything.
I had no bandage.
utensils.
I came out with a gun, not my doctor bag.
He had no bandage.
Yeah, it happens to me all the
Tylenol.
time.
Which is just like a crayon box you got in like the stores that we walk by. Just put like some sewing needles in there that he's lit on fire. A blood-stained rag. It's been a busy week.
I think the four of us should take another look at all the paperwork you have. Try and find this location that you can allegedly tell me where it is. I'll have the rest of my men go out and clean up any loose ends that you've left. Is there anything that you need scrubbed, gathered, put down? Does anybody know you that shouldn't?
And that's about 30 more versions of this shirt in the hotel.
Like probably everyone.
Yeah, okay, so let's see. We broke into the library with a
Mhm.
gun. Like we shot the library.
Shot a
That's the one
library.
thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
shot the library to get inside. There's this crazy lady.
Yeah.
I forget her name.
Mika?
And she
Yeah.
Mika. And she knows who we are.
Both the waitress and the manager at that place. They're
Royal
pissed
Bird,
off.
Brims does mention we know Nika. We got reports of her from Victor before he went dark.
Burger Monarch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because she was apparently close to him, and she's a fucking whacked out demon creature, just like the rest of these people.
Do you have any
Uh,
evidence of that? Does she have a
we
weakness?
saw a weakness. No idea. But she did pick a guy up with one arm and slam him, like throw him like through a bunch of stuff.
My
So-
mother could do that. Come on, you got to give me something to work with here.
Okay,
Your
all
mother's
right,
a whacked
geez.
out demon, dude.
Yeah, I guess your mom's a whacked out demon spirit
Hey,
lady.
don't you
too.
talk about my mom.
Well, I don't know. I haven't met her yet. And
You'd love her.
let's
She's a
see.
wonderful lady.
Barry. Barry's also a whacked out demon guy, and I kind of
Right.
went a little aggro on him because I knew you guys were coming. But we're supposedly helping him he wants us to kill Sebastian for him.
I thought he
And
wanted us to bring Sebastian to him so he could take care of it.
Which one was it?
I don't
My
remember.
notes were Barry is wanting to get Sebastian delivered to Barry.
Mm.
What Barry was asking for was Sebastian's location. What he wanted was his whereabouts.
Okay. And we're just
And he
all into
heavily
killing him,
insinuated-
apparently.
He heavily insinuated that he was going to kill Sebastian.
I see.
But all,
Okay.
all he wanted from y'all was Sebastian's location. Because if
We were just
Sebastian,
his GPS. Yeah.
pretty much,
Yeah.
if Sebastian is holding Victor and you're absolutely going for Victor, you're going to find Sebastian. And he wants to know where he's at.
In 500 feet at the first gang sign, take a right.
I feel like that's something Ricky would know.
Under the bridge downtown.
But they were having Ricky sing his heart out and he wasn't telling them.
Yeah, but that could be because he didn't want to get killed.
Or he just didn't know where he
Yeah.
was.
And
Yeah.
I'm actually Ricky's friend, so maybe I can talk to him.
See, there you go, Randy. Calling him a friend again.
He is my friend. Mars is not my friend. Why am I talking to the god?
Everything all right with your buddy there?
Nope.
That's fine.
I mean, everything's pretty much normal.
You can sue them if you've got an iron, man. It's weird.
His list
I
was
don't
a
know.
bit more pronounced.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we go back to
And practicing.
see Barry? Should we try to get into that bank?
What
On
were
U
we
Street?
supposed to explore that we haven't explored? Yeah, the Youth Street thing. We were called from Youth Street
Yep.
when this happened. I think we need to go back to Youth Street, man. That was where we were going to do the most next stuff.
I'm going to text Ricky, see if he's awake. And if he has his phone.
What are you texting Ricky?
See if he's awake. Just, are you up? Question mark.
Hey,
What
You're
you
gonna
think?
hit him with a 9 p.m. you up text.
New phone,
Remember,
this Isaac.
What,
It's
what
not
up,
that
dude?
late in the day.
He said it was dark when
Or,
he
well,
had his arm
It's
against
not that
something,
late at night.
I
The
don't
day
know
is
when the
over,
dude
but the night
sleeps.
is young.
He's a busy gangster.
Was
yeah.
a busy gangster.
He's an injured gangster. Hey, question for you. That's what it's going to say. And it's going to sound just like Isaac. Hey, question for you.
You spell question with an H.
Yes.
It takes a couple minutes, but Ricky does answer. What's up?
Was sleeping. What's up?
Where do you
Hey
think-
with 3 Y's.
Where do you think
Oh.
Where do you think your boss would keep Victor Cruz? Do you have a big base somewhere? Maybe I should just speak since I'm texting this.
Ricky tells you, like I told Barry, if he's gonna keep him somewhere, he's not gonna keep him any of the places that Ricky knows, because Ricky has left. Because okay, says since I left, Boss Man isn't gonna keep Victor anywhere that I know. Because if I start talking, then his prize is in danger.
So then Isaac says, "Where are all the places you don't know?"
Actually, Isaac's going to say, "Is Mars nearby?" Question mark.
Is Mars nearby? After you shot him and punched his soul.
No,
Yeah, you know him
gonna
again.
text back. He's gonna text back. He's in retrograde.
Oh yeah.
Is Mars nearby? No, it's in the
That's why
sky.
I've been so moody.
He says, "Yeah, why?"
Well, maybe he knows. Do you guys work together? I'm just curious if he might know. If he would tell me.
There's a little extra time between that text and his response, and he says, that might work.
Is it
Boss
one
Man-
of those where like every few seconds the 3 dots move,
Yeah,
but nothing comes through, and then a
Yeah.
few seconds later they move?
exactly that. It's he says, that might work. Boss Man was never a keep all your eggs in one basket kind of guy. Let me ask him. I'll get back to you.
THX smiley face.
Thank THX space :capital D.
Colon. No, that works.
That works.
Fucking
Sure.
Isaac.
No,
That's
no.
that.
not capital D, capital P. Just
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
sense.
Good old emoticons.
Oh yeah.
Anyways. So you're asking Brims to help you on Youth Street then?
I think the answer is yes. Although I think Crawford was supposed to answer that. He's
Yep.
the one dealing with Brims now. I'm
Yep.
just kind of yeah.
Let's
yeah.
go on down to U Street.
Jonesy just Jonesy, Isaac just crazy.
Brims
We got to
asks,
check out the bank, man.
what are you expecting to find here at the bank?
Money.
I forgot what we were expecting to find at the bank.
Oh, jeez.
This isn't like a smash and grab at the library. Breaking
No,
into a
'cause
bank
this was-
is going to be a bit more
I don't think I wrote anything down.
bullshit to deal with if we fuck up.
Because it was the PDA that said Youth Street, and then Barry said the bank, if I remember right. That's why we're going to a bank on Youth Street between the two.
The PDA.
Said stay away from U Street.
Youth Street, it saw me, was the file.
Yeah, keep away from Youth Street. It saw me. File name Terminator.
Yeah. And then when we asked Barry about it, I think he said something about the bank. Or did we realize the bank was a new building? I can't remember exactly why we're even talking about the bank.
Because the only reason was there was just a guy outside, a guard outside the bank, and everything on U Street was brand spanking new, so nothing really looked conspicuous other than the bank.
That's what it was. We saw something different about it.
Because there was a security guard there after hours. How suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who looked inhuman. Come on.
Actually, you know what? Brims is going to say that. So we're going to check out the bank because it has a security guard.
Look, man, this line of thinking has got us this far.
Only took a week.
I kind of nudged Crawford and like, is that really a good thing to say, man?
Shh. Look, we're just trying to salvage things, okay, Jonesy?
Okay, cool, man. We can salvage. I can salvage. Salvage is cool, man.
We could get promoted for this if we pull it off.
All right. So, and to confirm, while we're doing this, no other errands for my men to run. Otherwise, they're just going to look over the paperwork.
Hey, boys, you know what the best thing about getting promoted is? You guys don't have to deal with me anymore.
What if we're all promoted to like the same thing, man?
Well, did you see Victor Cruz with anybody else? His partners? No, he's by himself.
Let's see. What else was there anything else for us to do? I mean, if we want, like, how many people are at our disposal to just have them all split up?
So, Brims leads a group of 6 men. Fuentes has gone to see if the motel body is still there and to translate the gang member's phone. And that is the only one that has been sent on an errand thus far.
Because let's see, there's the national park thing that we haven't really been able to look into. We could send someone to the church.
I was going to say, if we're actually trying to have somebody else, I don't know, retrace our steps, if you will, then yeah, I would say the church. I would also say the storage unit. We heard the shots outside of the motel, or the one shot or whatever it was. So like near the steel factory.
Yeah.
So maybe we tell somebody to check that out as well. Maybe the guy Fuentes who went to the motel could also take a look at the steel factory.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're just having somebody kind of double track over what we've done already, it might be worth just sending them to those places where we think we found something-ish, or at least there were things that happened that seemed relevant at the time, whether they actually were or not. I think that would be what I'd say.
So Fuentes is going to check the body and also scope the steel mill real quick. You've got one guy going to the storage center.
Storage.
Yeah, this is storage, presumably to get to that unit that you found the desk in.
Yep.
You want one guy to investigate the national park?
Sure.
Okay.
Are we splitting up ourselves?
No.
Okay.
Nah, we gotta stick together, man.
Not splitting up has gotten us this far.
Yep.
Yep, I split up all the time. I'm going to Surge Unit 2.
As of right now, that would leave 3 squad members to look over the notes.
Cool. Is anyone going to the church? Did you already say that? Okay. Basically every place that we've been to. So the church, the storage unit, steel mill, and then the national park.
National park.
Yeah. So that's 2. That would leave 2 people left.
Yeah.
Hold down the fort, study the papers.
Yep. And whatever the the guy's name is that we're talking to, I guess, would come with us.
Jeremy Brims. That's the
Jeremy.
squad leader.
We can start calling him J Brim. I'm sure he'll love that.
Lil J.
JJ Brims.
JJ Brims.
J. Brims.
Alrighty. So each squad member is given their order, and they all file out. For Brims looks to you all. Do you have a vehicle?
Yeah, we got one. It's a
Dodge Neon, baby. SRT.
Oh shit! You got the SRT?
Hell yeah.
And we got it off a gangster, so it's got underglow and like sick,
Yeah.
like cool rims and stuff.
4 different shades of primer. Thing is awesome.
And like a billion cigarette butts all over it.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Nobody smoked in it before yesterday. And
Yep.
the thing is just covered in ash and cigarette butts.
Told you.
Mhm.
He's got a worse problem than you do. I guess that was the other guy.
All
The
right.
cigarette joke. Call back. Sorry.
Do any of you know how to drive?
Me.
All right, you're driving.
I
Shotgun.
have 2 points in driving.
The fuck does that even mean?
Oh, you'll find out.
You're
Two
about
points
to
on
find
the-
out.
After coordinating everybody, getting them to their places, it is now just about 10 p.m. in Universe, and you get your way over to Youth Street. There's only a single police car hanging around on Youth Street. This one's not by the coffee shop. It's by the we'll say it's by the insurance place. Just parked in front of
All
there.
right.
I'm gonna pull into the coffee shop.
You pull into the coffee shop.
Jonesy, give me a cup of Joe.
It's like an hour and a half later, and Crawford's like, "My water's cold, damn it."
I am gonna tell Jay Brums that just so you know, everybody in this town is in on whatever the fuck this is, and everybody is like super standoffish. Nobody wants to talk to any of us because they know that we're not from here, and it feels like everybody has some sort of stake in whatever the fuck is going on.
Now, I don't mean this in any rude or disrespectful way, but have you ever considered that you're just not good with people?
No.
Say it again, I'll punch you in the face.
Where's
Well-
the best of people? There's an old lady I told off the first night.
Yeah. Well, like, and I personify my lab equipment every single time I'm in the lab.
You know, when we first started having all these people react poorly to us, I did think of the old cliche of, you know, if you just meet a few assholes here and there, that's one thing. But if everyone you meet is an asshole, you're the asshole. Right.
Yeah, you might have to look
So,
inward.
I did think about that at first because, you know, as usual, as player characters, we're just walking into a place and we're the ones that are standing out. So, you know, my first thought was, are we really just rubbing these people the wrong way? And then, yeah, I think it dawned on us that everybody's kind of a jerk here. And then he like confirmed it. So, yeah, I'm still going with that. I think it is the town that is loaded with jerks.
Who
Not that
can
we-
say really?
Yeah. I mean, I can confirm that the characters that we are playing are not what you would necessarily think of as good social folk.
I mean, hell, Isaac is 3 men, and he's
Yeah.
maybe a third as sociable as he should be.
See, the
Yeah.
real thing is actually it's played by 3 short guys in a suit and whoever's on top.
Oh my god.
They just change order in the trench coat and then, yeah. They get into all the movies for free, though.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of them do, right? The one on top has to pay. The other 2 get in for free.
True.
Brims looks around and he says, "So what's so suspicious here? What are we looking for?"
You see that
Dude,
bank over there?
Yeah. You got to look around and you see what doesn't fit in.
Well, no,
You know,
no.
one of these things is not like the other, dude.
I'm going to say, I'm just going to turn to Jonesy and go, Jonesy, what's suspicious here?
All right, check
They
it out,
probably
man.
here to check on a dude. That's all.
Yeah, that bank is like so different that it should be checked out.
Use your
Plus,
powers.
remember the PDA, dude. The PDA where it says, "Look, the Terminator's here," and I'll be back. You know that whole thing. Terminator,
He's
dude.
here.
Terminator.
He's here. Arnold Schwarzenegger's here, and I have an action figure I need him to sign.
Besides,
I wasn't going there, but I was serious when I'm saying Terminator, dude. Terminator here. Saw him.
The action figures from the movie Commando, not Terminator. That's the one where he says, "Get in the chopper."
Get to
in the chopper. Get down.
Get to the crapper.
Get to the bank.
Get to the bank. That's what we're doing, Eli. So yeah, totally, dude. This is, you gotta look. It's mentioned in the PDA. Clearly, there's a problem. That's different.
Do you feel anything though, Jonesy?
I don't. I'm going to have to consult with Eli on that, dude.
You're gonna have to give me an unseen sense roll.
I can do that. That's four of them dices.
This is going to be just like the roll in Barry's office, where it is the wits unseen sense, but you taking a -3 penalty, so it's just the 4d10s that you're rolling.
Okay, cool. I think I can do that. Let's see. That's the dice thing. That's the D10. I'm going to click the 4. Oh my, I got 2 successes to start, and one of them's a 10.
Do you want to re-roll the 10?
I'm going to re-roll and get a 2.
It's not a
well.
It's still 2.
Two successes.
Yeah.
2 successes, yo.
So
Yeah,
the last time that you did a vibe check here, it felt like you were walking on glass.
Yeah, when that was in the coffee shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it felt like I was walking on glass and I could fall off, if I remember right. So I did the balance.
One wrong
thing.
step and it would all be over, is what you felt.
Yeah.
Now that you've had some time to acclimate to the vibes, you realize that what you felt then wasn't really accurate. It doesn't feel like anything's changed, like when you did this with the statue and it just moved away, or when the next place disappeared. This feels more like you're expanding your understanding. It doesn't feel like you're walking on glass. It feels like there's a tension here, like tuning a watch. Everything here is loaded on a spring, ready to go. But you can also kind of tell that everything's just in its place.
All right. So my reaction would be very, very stereotypical Keanu Reeves. Whoa. Just whoa.
There's a meticulousness to this energy.
Dude, this is so different. Everything else is creepy. This is like wrong, but so right. Whoa.
Wrong, but so right.
Do I get any kind of like divining rod? Is anything pointing me in any certain direction kind of feel, or
your nose? It's pointing.
It smells like coffee.
You all are an actual research team, right?
Yes.
Like you have like projects that you're working on and real data that you're
Team 12, dude. Yeah.
We research
totally.
I put my cowboy hat on. Yeah.
Yeah. Ruffle up the Hawaiian shirt a little just to show how I have gravitas.
Isaac make sure both of his guns are loaded. Yeah, man.
The glasses.
Oh yeah. Research, dude.
This is not a lab. This is the field. We do not do science projects in the field, sir. We've been trying to do our best search and find and search the best we can with who we are.
You'd be surprised at how often you need the scientific method in the field.
I haven't seen it come up one bit.
Have you been trying to use it?
I can make it stew and soups.
Sir, I'm a
Anyways.
physicist.
I'm a chemist.
I like crystals, dude.
Joe, to answer
Yeah.
your question, no, you're not getting a direction on this. It feels
Kind of all
like,
over.
yes, it's all over. It's in the road, under the car. It's the walls of the coffee shop. It's the way the light is coming down off of the street lights. Everything is in its place, but it's almost like a static, or like when you're trying to hold something still and the focus on that makes it vibrate just a little bit.
So Jonesy's going to just immediately like get out of the car, close his eyes, and just kind of feel for anything. Just if nothing directs him, just stand there, silently feeling for change until somebody breaks him out of it.
Isaac will stay close by in case he starts wandering into the street for some reason.
That's what I'm hoping.
And there's a car coming.
Uh,
Then you
Jonesy,
can push
give
him
me.
into it. Just kidding. That was Yusik.
I'm not sure what to make this
Nudge.
roll. I guess technically I would roll, but I feel like this is funnier to make it rely on Joe's traits. Joe,
Okay.
give me a present expression. No,
What'd
a
you say?
present streetwise.
Streetwise, presence and streetwise, and for whatever reason, it's going to be Isaac rolling from the sound of it. Let's see here. Nope, that was the wrong button. That's the right button. Then I click that, and then I gotta click submit, and I get a 0 successes.
Oh, that's 2 ones on your roll.
Yeah. So I deliberately stepped out there, pushing the supernatural. Not saying it's a good thing, but that's what I did. I was hoping it would be a good thing.
And Isaac steps out behind him. Okay.
He falls into an open manhole.
Looney Tunes style.
The cops show
no.
up and arrest him immediately. Isaac's back in jail.
Hey, so about that,
Authorized
Joe,
manhole entering.
you remember the one cop I said was still here on the street,
Yeah.
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
are now walking around acting like a crackhead
Yep. That'd
in
be
the
him.
new part of town, right by the new bank?
Mhm.
Yeah, lights go up, and the police car just casually drives on over to your lot, pulls up to the parking space next to you.
Oh, fuck.
Gets
J.
out of
Brims,
the
I thought of
car.
something else you could take care of.
Pulls out a flashlight, waves it in your face.
Now, Steve,
That would make my
Steve?
eyes open. As soon
Calm
as I get
down.
the flashlight in my face.
come down,
Yo,
Steve.
man. Dude, I'm busy. Ease up, dude.
Sir, have you been partaking in any illegal substances tonight? Or abusing
dude
legal
at-
substances?
The dude at the coffee shop made coffee sound illegal, if that's what you mean.
What's your name, sir?
I can't
And
remember what the cover name was.
He's giving you the business here.
Philip McCracken.
Yeah. Unlike the other cop that just was ready for action and seemingly wanted to, plow someone through a fence. This one, it's by the book.
Okay.
Like he starts speaking to you very formally, asking you very direct yet pointed questions. Give me a
Uh-oh.
Give me a manipulation streetwise.
Manipulation and streetwise. Let me press that button, then press that submit button and get a success with just one success. 8, 5, and 3.
Okay. With one success, you're able to navigate your way through this social trap that he's trying to lay out in front of you.
Okay. I think probably in my mannerisms, I have dealt with cops casually before in situations similar to this. So maybe it's just easier to handle. I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong. They realize I'm not doing anything wrong, but this happens so often because it's an odd behavior.
Yeah,
he just happened to be outside that Grateful Dead concert.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
dude,
he wasn't
come
doing
on.
anything wrong.
Yeah.
Or anything.
And then the Fish concert, and then man.
Anyways,
We're not a research team; we're a jam band.
after realizing that he can't get anywhere with the presumed crackhead, he goes over to Isaac, who seems who presented as trying to handle Steve Philip McCracken.
Mm-hmm.
It's a family name.
Isaac's polishing his pistol.
And
Can you yell it more?
he starts giving, a similar line of questions. You know, who are you? What are you doing out here tonight? Is your friend okay? It becomes very clear very quickly that he's also trying to get you to say something. He's trying to get you to give him a reason. So I'm going to need you to give me a manipulation socialized as well.
Carl Alexander. Nice to meet you. Steve Finn
Manipulized.
Where's my page? There it is.
Where is that page?
Where the hell is my character?
So what was it again? Sorry.
Manipulation streetwise.
Manipulation. Where's investigation? To off-click that.
Yeah.
And where is streetwise?
One of y'all is bound to fail.
Where?
I'm gonna
Just gonna
make
keep
it
going.
happen. This
There.
cop is gonna try
Bottom left.
everything he can.
0 successes. I don't know what the roll was.
It looks like a 4.
Yeah.
A single roll of a 4 because you had a 2 and a -1, so you had 1 die to work with.
You are at 0 successes for getting this cop to back the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to add a willpower to that roll?
You just got it all back, man. Go for it.
I'll spare 1 for this moment. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Making it a 1 success, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So you managed to stumble your way through this conversation. He's having a little bit of trouble understanding you because of your lisp, and sometimes you're stuttering. But every time he asks a question, you do answer it. And none of your answers are giving him what he needs. So he moves on to the individuals in the vehicle. He's going to, you know what, Zeb, I need you to declare high or low.
High or low?
Hi.
Whoop.
I rolled a 56. So he does not get to you first. He gets to Brims first.
Mm-hmm.
I get shot in the face.
And with
Finally, a competent character.
Brim starts flying off the handle and tries to kill the cop.
Yeah.
No.
mad.
Brims is definitely a bit more organized as far as this goes. It's almost like he's anticipating this cop's questions. Every time, since this cop is playing by the book, Brim has the exact answers he needs. He's studied for this test.
He's holding the book.
He co-wrote the book.
And he ends it with now, before you move on to my companion here, do you know who you're talking to, officer? At which point the officer, he smiles, a devilish smile. Ooh, I've got him now. Oh, and who would that be? And Brims pulls out a wallet, lets it drop, and it's an FBI badge.
Nice. Female body inspector.
Yeah. He introduces himself under a pseudonym, and quickly begins berating the officer. Mostly giving him shit for trying this
in a
fishing.
small town.
He does commend him for doing everything properly by the book, but he's still getting onto him that the entire premise is no good.
It's bonk.
A man is out here standing in a parking lot at 10 p.m. He's got every right to. Until the property owner, the coffee shop, tells him to fuck off, guy's got no right to accost him. And then he demands, badge number, name of superior, etc., etc. And the officer is a little confused, a little taken aback, and he's just a little flabbergasted. And he just goes along with it. By the end of the tirade, the officer is looking quite red in the face, even with his face in shadow. You can tell he's blushing hard, and goes back to his squad car and starts it, drives off.
Seriously, why didn't they give us anything like that? Just like, you get a pathetic job in this town and nothing special. You just get some money and a hotel for 2 weeks. Good luck.
You're a research team. You're not supposed to be out here. The whole reason you were assigned to this is because we didn't have any actual field teams ready. Hell, the only reason I'm out here is because this was assigned to Code Black. Unfortunately for me, y'all did y'all's job a little too well. So now I have to be here the whole night, at least. Anyways, I figure we got about 2 hours before he realizes that's a bluff.
Awesome job.
So, chop.
You're a badass.
Thanks. I know it.
All right, let's get in that bank. And I turn the car back on.
Wait.
Yeah, we're just going to ram it.
Whoa.
It's now we open doors.
We didn't need that much time at the library, man. We got 2 hours? Woo.
If we're going to battering ram, let's go get that statue and then put its head on the front of the car and start ramming doors open.
What is it
Dude,
with
that's
you and
awesome.
stealing the statue?
Just the head.
It's like a half ton of marble at minimum.
It makes a nice battering ram, that's all.
Regardless. So you're pulling the car closer to the bank then?
Yep. Might as well.
Getting there, you see the security guard standing in that same spot he was last time. Still only half illuminated.
So, do we have a plan here, or we just Scooby-Dooing on up to him?
I think that's
Yeah,
been
I don't
our MO. Yeah. Zoinks!
I mean, is there anything that we can see? Is there a back entrance? Like, you know what I mean? Like a parking lot? Is there any way that we could easily distract him?
I'm sure there are plenty of ways you could distract him, but I do have to ask, are you actively casing the place then?
No.
Passively.
So then,
I'm just driving the car, man.
so you're just like taking a parking spot then?
I'm at 10 and 2, and I will await further direction from my navigator.
Go to the drive-through ATM and just pretend you're using it for a while. See what happens.
It's a good idea.
I pull into the drive-through ATM.
All right. Now that you're casing the place in a way that isn't suspicious, probably. At a glance, you do see a back door. This is as regulated by the fire department. You do see a ladder up to the roof. Oh, hello, Buggy. My dog is asking for attention. The main entrance, like I said in the last session, it's this like 12 by 12 by 12 glass box, essentially. Like steel frame, glass window panes. Then there's the actual like lobby area. You can see like a big counter, bulletproof glass where the tellers do their work from. You see the velvet ropes distinguishing the lines, a couple of chairs all stacked up neatly against the wall. You don't see any windows in the teller area except for where the wall where the drive-through ATM is, because it's got the other lanes for customers to use the little transfer tubes, the floops tubes. But that window is quite small and presumably also reinforced.
Yeah.
The ATM itself gives you no issues if you try, messing around with it.
What do you guys think?
Wait, did we notice any security cameras?
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Okay, cool. Okay.
It's
Just
a bank.
Kind of like
It's a new
yeah.
bank. There's probably a security camera looking at you from the ATM.
All right. God, I don't know what to do next.
There's even a camera right here.
Exactly. Right there. Where you, the viewer, are.
Not any watchers, though.
Doesn't Abrams have any ideas here?
Does Jabrams have any ideas here?
He is fake Bureau of Investigations.
He's at a bit of a loss. I don't know what we're looking for here. Do we have to get inside? Is the security guard this killer robot that you're saying? Do we have to put it down?
Has a
How
security
does
guard
this
moved
find
at all?
Sebastian? He is not.
Wait,
Security
what was
guard's
the
not
name?
real, man.
What was the name of the bank?
Bank.
Hey, we're from that town.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. That's where I'm from.
It's a national bank chain. It just seems to have opened up a branch here in Capana Nueva. The chain has existed for about the past 60 years. You think? No, you're a physicist, not an economist.
I'm gonna do something a little weird.
Oh,
To hopefully get things moving.
oh,
Okay. I'm gonna pull around to the front,
you pull around to the front.
near where the stairs is, near where the security guard is. I'm gonna roll my window down, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, buddy." Does he respond?
He does not respond. He's inside of a glass box.
And I'm like waving at him.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No movement. No calling.
Like, we need some directions.
Does
He
he
is
look
not
weird?
leaving his post.
You want me to go up and ask him?
Yeah, go
Yes.
for it.
All right, I'll go up and ask for the directions.
Yeah, just ask for directions towards the center of town.
Dude, just ask him where Sebastian is, man.
just like straight up. Have you
Yeah,
seen
and see if he answers.
Hey, sorry to bother you. I start walking up.
You start going up to the glass doors, and once you get your foot on the first step to get up to the entryway, he beelines it to the front doors. It like you're speed walking in that awkward way that speed walkers do. When he gets to the door, you see he already has his hand on his service weapon, and he's holding up a little sign against the glass that you did not see before. And it says, "No trespassing, hours of operation," and then it lists the hours of operation. Apparently this bank opens up at 6 a.m.
Okay, thank you. Backs up a few steps and then turns around.
It's not until you get back to your vehicle that you see him take his hand off his service weapon, but he stays there at the doors.
Hey, they're not open for a while and it's trespassing. I don't feel like getting shot, so let's go find a gas station or something.
So he didn't look weird or anything like that. Was Isaac able to see anything?
Yeah, he would have tried to get as much detail as he could see, but
Not much more than what I could have already described. He just sped walked all of 12 feet.
okay.
Held up a sign against the door.
Isaac's
But you do see
going-
Brims looks a little confused.
Well, so what do you think, Brams?
Did you get a good look at him? Like, was he working for like red herring security or something?
Isaac can give me a wits investigation. And I guess would that be the right roll? Hold on a second.
What's presence? That would be his own presence.
For me,
right?
it'd be a roll of, are we spending too much time on something that's not significant and should we move on?
Oh yes, 100%.
Okay.
That would be the red herring security. Yes.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Brims does say, I don't like the way he walked. Something not right.
Yeah, it was a weird shuffle. It sounds messed up. I'm telling you. All right. Do you want me to try to get closer and look at him closer, or what?
I don't know. This feels like
I don't think there's much to gain here regarding Sebastian.
all right. What are our where else should we go?
Maybe that guy's freaky walk is why they said Terminator, because he's weird.
Maybe.
And
Did you
trigger
get a
happy.
chance to? Did you get a chance to look into the books you stole?
Crawford was on that.
I don't remember if I did or not.
You were driving.
I was driving.
Yeah. And
I didn't
Jonesy was
crash,
just
though.
marveling at soups of the world.
Isaac was very angry as Usyk and was just staring at his gun and its reflection.
So no, maybe it's time to read some. I want to start with the pop-up book.
It wasn't a pop-up book. It was two
The picture
local
book.
history books. One of them is a picture book.
Oh, cool.
All right.
The other
Jonesy.
one's just all text.
And does any of the pictures look like any of these photos and old families and amusement parks and
None
Are we-
of
stuff?
I was gonna say we haven't left yet. We're still right in front of the stairs, and we turn the dash light on, and we're going through history.
Yeah.
Hang on.
In front of the bank.
When do you open? 6? Okay.
In the picture book, none of the people depicted look like any of the people in the pictures you have, but you do see the amusement park in this book. You do get one name drop of Sebastian, and it's talking about a Sebastian Fernandez that helped a couple of families rebuild their homes after a major fire broke out. This was in the 1940s.
It's probably not related, but wasn't there a thing about a fire at the pier at a warehouse?
There
Probably
was a
not
fire in the
same.
warehouse.
But was it about the same time? The string of arsons?
No, the fire at the warehouse, if I remember correctly, was 30 years ago.
Okay.
This
Every
will have
10
been
years,
80.
fire. Oh,
Hmm.
every 40 years is a fire.
Yeah, every 30 years, Sebastian wakes up, and then he's an
He
arsonist.
burns something down and then he builds it back up.
You
The
have the man
vampiric
to see what's
arsonist.
going on and then burns everything down.
Okay.
You do see that you do notice something about where it says the houses were burned. They're just a couple of streets away from the church.
Hey, I ran through that backyard.
that.
I tackled through that fence.
That's the fence.
I'd say fuck it. Let's go on down there.
Yeah, fuck it.
I
It's
say
going
yeah.
down.
All right.
Yep.
We can
Yeah,
meet
just
up with
Burn some
Brian.
more oil.
Or
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
O'Brien. I keep forgetting the O.
O'Brien.
Well, his last name's Brian, but his middle name is Orlando, so he likes to be called O'Brien.
O'Brien.
You know the whole address by last name thing? He wants to be O'Brien because he's oh so special. Ugh.
Sounds
His
like
first
I
name is
wouldn't-
Brian.
just like the rest of us.
I guess it's not so bad. I mean, he's a damn good shot. Real cheat at poker, though. Anyways, so give me the skinny on this church. He just asks for it, all the information that you know about the church.
Yeah, this is the first place where we saw any of this whacked out spirit world crap. Looking into the eyes of the demon statue.
So you think this is like an entrance to the ghost lands?
I don't know. Jonesy said it went away.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, man.
You're doing such a great job cataloging all of this.
You're welcome.
This we do for you.
I
Sorry.
can't wait to go home.
See, I get catalog. On Monday, I ironed 35 shirts. On Tuesday, I ironed 34.
You didn't even pack
was-
35 shirts.
No, it was the same shirt. He ironed it 35 freaking times.
It was so crisp.
Doesn't even have a shirt. He's been shirtless this whole time. What is he talking about?
Whose shirts has he been ironing?
There's been no Crawford or Jonesy the whole time. It's just one padded room Isaacson.
You get to the church.
Yeah.
Are you going to the
Moving
church or are you
on.
going to the houses that burned down?
We're going to the houses that burned down.
To the church. See old Pete
Yeah.
Van.
To the houses that burned down. They do look to be older buildings. They're still standing after all this time. You can tell that renovations have been done on certain parts of the building, but it's all still in the same style that it was in the picture book. A couple of yard decorations aren't the same, but it's close enough. As you pull up, you notice that one of them has a light turn off pretty much as soon as the car begins to slow down.
Do you say off or on?
Off.
Off. Okay. So there was a light on until we pulled up, and then the light goes off.
Yep.
Okay.
So, what's the significance of these houses, you think?
Let's
Well-
read more of the book right outside this house.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just shout at the house. Hey, what's the significance of your house?
Is
I
Victor
don't-
there? Can he come out to play?
And if not Victor, is at least Sebastian there? Have you guys seen Ricky lately?
I tell
We need more soup and cigarettes.
I tell James. I tell
There's a bunch
James.
of carpenters holding a jazz festival.
We just want to go home.
So we
Go on,
think
Zeb.
that this Sebastian Fernandez character is some kind of like Highlander type character, where he just is immortal and lives forever. And
Would be one.
yeah, they're gonna
Never
only be
seen
one
Highlander.
Sebastian Fernandez. Okay, well they
There can only
like
be
all
one.
right. So Sean Connery and like
Well,
should I go through
We've
the whole
also
thing?
now meshed him with the underworld vampire, where he leapfrogs and starts fires every few years. So
Yeah.
Sean Connery, there could only be one.
So, do you think this is just a case of the de-aging, immortality?
It seems something along those lines. I'm positive it has to do something with that stupid demon statue over there, and I'm assuming we're close enough to the church that I just like gesture in its direction. Yeah.
It's head over the fence.
Can we call O'Brien over the radio and see how he's doing?
Why would we use a radio? He pulls out his cell phone. Come on, we have secure lines.
That's so cool. Ours are never secured.
the way Randy just said the statue at the fence, it made me think of Home Improvement with Wilson at the fence. Like we're over at these houses, and you can see the statue just peeking at the top of his head and his eyes over the fence, watching us.
He's still got his arms up.
With his arms out,
yeah,
yeah.
like we
Just
do,
the
yeah.
arms on the floor.
Mhm.
Good morning, neighbor.
That's crazy.
He calls O'Brien. And after several rings, O'Brien picks up. And you hear him, yeah, boss, but it's garbled. It's like he's speaking through water. What the hell? O'Brien, can you hear me? Yeah, boss, I can hear you. What's up? Boss, what's up?
Yeah.
How are things over at the church? A little weird, boss.
See, I told you.
Just a little, though.
We'll be
We're trying to
fine.
listen.
I'm not sure. You ever see I Love Lucy?
Nicky, I'm home.
It's a
kinda
dark
like
and
that.
stormy night, right, dude?
Nicky,
Brian,
I
what
want to
fuck
be
are
in the
you talking
show.
about? I don't know, but everything's dark. Oh no, there's a light on at the church.
It's dark
What was
outside.
I supposed to find out here? And
Oh.
Brims looks to you all.
I don't know.
I guess he just
Well, we told him that the statue was freaky. I assume he was going to go check out the statue.
put some sensors or something on the statue, figure it out, whatever it is. Something wrong with it.
He asks you,
Shoot it
What
a few
statue?
times.
What? What?
What do you mean? The one in the
What?
courtyard.
there's just a plinth in the courtyard.
What?
He's in the zone.
Oh, crap.
Anyway,
Extract.
push your thumb into your wound.
Code
Like-
black.
Brim puts his hand on Crawford's chest. Calm the fuck down. O'Brien's an expert at this. This isn't his first time dealing with some weird shit.
Don't you mean O'Brien, dude?
I am going to hurt you.
And if something happens, is he no Brian?
No,
O'Brien's
boss,
his
it is
first name,
O'Brien.
too. Yeah.
Great. Don't validate him.
Is his rapper name Yo Brian?
So is Brian just stuck in the 1940s now? What's happening? How do we get him back?
I got back by just walking into the church.
We also got back by me opening lead onto the statue as it was standing there at the storage unit.
Tell him to
So
watch his back.
essentially, dude, to sum it up, panic and run away.
Brian, don't panic.
No.
Brims has had the phone on speaker.
Pause.
It's
Pause.
not going to work, man.
Cause a disturbance to something. Try to do that.
Try to get out of there through the church, and if you see anything, shoot to kill. You got it,
That's
boss.
what we've been doing wrong.
Yeah.
We've been
How'd it
shooting to
go?
annoy.
Crawford was just
The-
shooting birds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The phone, some sounds come through the phone as though maybe he put it into his pocket or something. There's that rustling of cloth. Brim calls out, Brian, you didn't hang up. Is everything good? I think everything's good. He'll be fine. And he goes, as he's about to hang up the phone, you hear from Brian, huh? Well, that's a little weird.
What?
There's something in the church. It's a book. Hold on. It's open to a certain page. Let me read this out. See if
It
y'all
says
can make
it's
sense of it.
overdue at the library.
It says, "Here be the end of the episode." The hell does that mean, boss?
Crap. Damn it, O'Brien. Brian O'Brien McGillicuddy.
O'Brien?
The third.
Damn you. Damn you.
W.
All right.
I guess it's O'Brien.
You should have saved that. Let's go
We can do it
ahead
again.
and get our end of session done. We need XP. So first things first, attendance.
Got it.
Thank you everybody for attending. You've gained 1 experience point.
We win.
Next up, learning curve. This one had it's got some opportunities for learning curve, so I'll still ask about it. Joe, what did Jonesy learn?
Wow. I think probably the only thing that's really caught me this time is there was a weird feeling that everything was right. I don't know what it means though, so I don't know if I've learned anything. I've just learned that there's a different feeling where everything else has seemed to be creepy or interesting. The way you described it was everything was in its place, everything felt right, but it was still not normal. And until I feel like until Jonesy knows what that means, it's probably not really learning anything.
Okay, in that case, I'll bank that XP point for you, and when you do learn what that means, you'll get 2 XP instead of 1.
Nice. Okay.
Just give yourself the XP. It is
All right.
something of note, and I do think that it's something that Jonesy would hold on to, and I hope that Joe, you would hold on to it. So
Cool. Okay.
if you don't hold on to it, I'm taking back that XP.
Done.
Zeb, what did Crawford learn?
Crawford learned that we were actually doing our jobs better than we thought.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
according to HQ, now that this guy is our assistant, we did things too well, according to him.
Yeah,
We
you've got
discovered too
an
much.
entire security team at your beck and call now.
Yeah. I thought we were just, like doing terribly because we can't get any information, you know what I mean? Like we've just been stumbling everywhere, but it turns out we've uncovered more things when we were really just trying to focus on finding Victor Cruz.
Exactly. Go ahead and get the XP point for that. That is exactly what Brims was trying to communicate to you. Like, you have absolutely failed in your mission. You have done nothing to get that goal done. But holy fuck. Because remember, you work for the Bureau of Anomalous Acquisitions and Containment. You have found several people of interest that have set off your radar. You have found that this statue seems to be connected to the Shadow Realm. You found the Shadow Realm. There's apparently
more than one.
Kelpies in the Gulf.
Yeah.
Barry's house. The whole bigger on the inside thing, Barry's house, that it's in and of itself is already like one of the higher tier anomalous items you can encounter, at least based on the information you have access to. So that you have found more things surrounding it means that you are now a high value team.
Wow. Us?
Should be
Really?
offered resource. Yeah. Brims didn't understand it either, but he's got orders.
Wow. Nice.
You just got to put us on a task, and then we'll do everything in our power not to do it, but do other things.
Oh, yeah.
Research Team 12, I need you to change the light bulbs in the office. You got it, boss. Why is it dark? I mean, it's clean.
Yeah. I also discovered that we have goblins living in the bathrooms.
Oh, gosh.
And they said we can pay them in nickels. Randy, what did Yuzik/Isaac learn?
Well, as Yusik learned that Crawford was withholding information from him, and even though he seemed chill about it, he secretly was thinking about feeling a little betrayed by that. But Isaac, on the other
went
hand,
around my helmet.
now that he got his senses back in order, realized that their team, their even like their agents and everything, it's actually quite well organized compared to the fact that they were sent here unorganized because we were like a last resort. So he actually learned that they are actually sufficient at their jobs. It
really was just we don't have a lot of other options right now. And you know what? You guys have had quite the outing.
Hmm.
It's very true.
They need to send you on vacation. I mean, assignment more often.
Yeah,
All right,
I mean, like everybody thought that this was just going to be like, find the body, come back, verify it's dead,
Mhm.
and then it turns out.
What do you mean you found El Chupa Libre?
Yeah.
We made it up.
It's right here. We got it in a cage.
It's from a cartoon show.
Juba thingy.
Um,
Eats all the goats.
all right, Randy, go ahead and get the XP for that as well. I like these explanations.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next up, roleplay. I think everybody here played their characters well. I liked that Jonesy has a mysterious new crystal with a mysterious new number. That was a very fun
47
bit, and I like that him having nothing connected to his stuff meant nothing's happening.
Yep,
I liked that. That was really good. Crawford, I really loved the role play of I didn't mean to cause all this trouble, man. I think you did wonderfully in that scene with Brims, sorry. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Jabrams.
Yeah, JJ
Jabrams.
Jabrams.
Jibrams.
I think you did a great job with doing the it's not I don't know, fish out of depth. I guess is the right way to say that.
Failing forward. That's
Yeah, sure. It whatever term applies here, it's that, and I liked it. And Randy, I like your roleplay. Your roleplay is always great. The little asides, the yes anding, it elevates each scene. For example, with the police officer, it functionally the scene would have played out the same with Jonesy just being out there on his own, but Isaac stepping out of the car and being like, "Hey, Steve, come on, come back." I think that really helped to set the scene and also establish that Isaac is a team player. He's not only trying to make sure his friend doesn't get in trouble here, but also if he does, they catch the wrong guy.
Yeah.
They don't catch Jonesy, they catch Steve.
yeah.
Fuck Steve. Me and all my homies, we hate Steve.
Fuck Steve.
So I think everybody gets the roleplay experience here.
Thank you.
Last one for basic is heroism. Who really went out of their way to get something done this session? Who put themselves at risk? Or who did something really nice for somebody else?
I think I kind of want to give it to Isaac. Well, Usyk at the time, into Isaac for the hope speech of just like, don't let us sacrifice the mission. Just let's try to get Victor because we have information. We can help you figure this out. But
I as a player, I completely agree with it. Jonesy wanted to go home.
And
But as a player,
That's right.
I completely agree. Yes.
Zeb, what are your thoughts?
I kind of agree. I mean, you can also just talk about the whole police part too. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't have to get out of the car. He could have just sat in the back and let Jabrams deal with the whole thing. Like,
He was
pointed
also
and
the one
laughed.
that went to stand menacingly in front of the hornet's nest at the bank.
it's also
Yeah.
true.
It's just like, oh man, what do we do? All right, I'm gonna get up,
The
ask
creepy-
directions.
creepy walking guy. Yeah.
I mean, I've been thinking for like 15 minutes I might get out and approach that thing anyway to begin with. So
Yeah, fucking.
they're just like, all right,
All right.
well, directions. Yeah, good, Crawford. Yeah, let's do it. I got you
think
back. Yes,
the-
and
I think that these are all very good points. So, Randy, go ahead and get the bonus XP for roleplay.
thank you. Thank you guys.
Now, our bonus XP. First things first, best scene. Who achieved the most or just had the most satisfying scene?
Crawford. My opinion, when we got to the warehouse, the place where Brims, you said Briggs now, I'm going to say Briggs, where Jay Brims was, and
JJ
then
Briggs.
Crawford's, and then Crawford's just like, loses his accent and spills everything in 10 seconds. Like recaps 2 weeks of investigation in 10 seconds, and then stands there with his eyes shifting back and forth between other people talking. Yeah, that was, to me, that was the scene.
I just want to imagine the look on that guy's face when we said, so we had a napkin with information written on it, and we threw it in the sewer.
And we threw it in the sewers.
And it was literally that
Our
whole
first
scene too
lead.
it was one of those where in a sitcom or whatever, you've got the one straight guy who's sitting there and then 3 people telling 3 different stories at the same time. And that's, that
And at the end of it, he says something like, wow, that's all very interesting, or would be, if I understood any of it. You first.
And I think it was Crawford that set it all up. And that's where I say, for me at least, that's where the scene was tonight.
Yeah, that was Crawford for sure. That was great.
All right. I agree here. Zeb, do you have any counter thoughts?
Nope, I'm all good. Give me that point.
Take your free XP. Next up is going to be funniest scene or best joke. We had some fun jokes tonight. We had quite a few laughs. But what was the funniest? For me, personally, I want to give it to Joe for the on and off recording callbacks to failed jazz musician turned carpenter.
Yeah.
That joke just, I don't know why it tickles my funny bone like that, but it just does.
We got a bunch of carpenters attending a jazz fest here. That's what's going on. Yeah.
Do you have any contacts that anybody here that knows you that shouldn't? Well, there's a failed jazz musician to talk to.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Even if he's irrelevant to the story, he is so cool.
Yeah.
On a
Any
nice
information he gives you, any information he gives you is going to be biblical.
That's one bit that I want to propose for funniest scene, best joke. What about y'all?
I'm cool with
like
that.
it. Yeah, I like it. And it's because it's a shared joke at this point too. So yes, I brought it up, but it's a shared joke, and I like that idea. It's a cooperative joke.
All right, then Joe, go ahead and get that bonus XP. Right. And finally, just cause. Joe, what do you want to give XP to?
Do I want to give XP to? Randy's got his finger up, so not Randy.
Yes, Randy, it's 1 XP point.
Pointing at Joe.
He's pointing at me. I really did get a kick out of that whole scene with Crawford. Just kind of, I don't know. I felt like the facade of any bit of control melted, and I guess I got to point that way. And Crawford was just, I'm just a dude. I really didn't do anything wrong. This is what happened. Don't hurt me.
Just whacked out spirit demons. It doesn't make any sense.
Yes. So I'm going that way.
Okay. Zeb?
Just cause.
Yeah, give it to me. Why not?
That's 2.
Okay, Randy, you want to give it to Joe? What's your reasoning?
Just Joe did really good with his role play today. I thought it was fun, and he got my cup of Joe, and so I was happy.
Okay. Well, I'm also going to vote for Joe, which makes us a 2v2. So, Joe and Zeb, both of you are going to have to roll me a d10, and whoever rolls the highest gets it.
Dun 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 dun. 7, and I'm gonna roll 1. Can I re-roll a failure on this though?
No, no,
this is
can't.
a real roll. All right, I'll do it. Oh, another 1. Another 1. All right, I'm gonna keep going until I don't get a 1.
Yes,
all right, there's
it is 1 point for Zeb. It is.
Dude, that's awesome.
Oh my god. Yep. So
nailed it.
Zeb, go ahead and get that bonus XP.
Woo! 13.
And if anybody has any XP they want to use before next session, you may do so. Spend it however you see fit. Our next session will be the finale, as the party is much closer to their objective than they realize.
Oh
I
my.
think we will see fit to spend that experience 5 minutes before we start playing.
Absolutely.
If you do this to me again, I swear to God, I'm going to make all of y'all say bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us
Whoever that
online
is.
at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
Jonesy likes crystals because he's a stoner. Jonesy was baking the law.
You don't like that one? How about this one?
Hey, Joe, quick question for you, for the people listening right now at the moment and watching. I know this is not a usual thing, but I was kind of wondering, like, do you want to see if people want to do like fan art, or like we could do something where if people like the Facebook page, we can just say their name at the end of the pod or something fun like that. You can think it up later. Sounds good. Well then, O'Brien.